Hey guys, Roxy Sims here, and I have another speed build for you today. Today I am building a music producer's luxury apartment. So this apartment is probably the biggest apartment. If not the biggest, it's definitely one of the biggest. It is the one that you can find in the Spire. So it's 3 stories, it's humongous. And so I thought, of course, gotta put a luxury apartment in this. And I themed it with, a music producer is living there. The music producer that I've even made this music producer. He's like a super cool dude and obviously very wealthy. I think I'm gonna make him a bit famous because it just makes sense. If you make this much money as a music producer, you gotta be pretty well known, I would say. And yeah, he's kind of like, I made him an adult age, and I have him married to a young adult, like an actress, a young actress, and like they've just got married. He's been like a bachelor for a really long time, and like this is like his apartment, and she's moved into it, and they're like a new couple. And yeah, that's just like the kind of the theme that I was going for. So this guy is like, he's it, he's like the music producer that you want to have for sure. Originally, like before I renovated this apartment, the bottom floor had a pool, and I decided I was gonna keep that. Thought, you know what, that's really cool. That's like a definitely like, hey, look at me, I'm wealthy. To have your own pool in an apartment building, that's crazy. So I decided to keep that. He's got a pool downstairs. The main floor, which is this floor, obviously got the living room, kitchen, dining room, a powder room, and then like an outdoor area, and it's got a hot tub. And then the top floor is the bedrooms, and there's his office up there. And as you can see here, I am placing like music memorabilia, maybe some awards that he has won, his own record player. I'm gonna end up putting some guitars flanking the fireplace. This guy is obviously all about music. I imagine that he can play like any instrument, like because I actually know some people in real life. He is the most talented musician that I've ever met in my life. This friend of mine, he has a band, and he's just like a musical genius that whenever he picks up an instrument, it's like he can automatically know how to play it. It's crazy. And I'm 100% completely impressed by his musical abilities every time I see him play any instrument. He's played the didgeridoo, the bass, of course, all the basic, instruments. And that's what I imagine for this guy. He just knows how to just do anything. Incredibly talented. He can, do any kind of music, any genre of music. Yeah. I just think of this guy as like the real deal, super talented musician. Really ambitious, really good, like good with people, really confident, like he knows his own ability, you know what I mean? And the wife that I've made for him, like I said, she's a young adult. She is, kind of like a really popular actress at the moment. So I have her in the acting career, and she's like just moved in real recently, so she doesn't have a lot of her own kind of personal touch. But if you notice, in the master bedroom, I have one side which has like headphones, and it's more like nice and neat, and that's obviously the music producer's bed, or a side table I meant. And then on her side table, it's definitely like a little more messy. Maybe some, I think I put like fingernail polish over there, a little more messy. So she's like just now really starting to get her stuff into this place. And I have his office upstairs. And in his office, it's not like a full-on recording studio. I know like a lot of really big musicians have their own like real deal recording studios in the basements of their houses and stuff. It's not quite that. I feel like they have two homes. So they have like an LA home that has like his full recording studio, and they got like a big house there. And then this is like their New York City apartment that they'll live in just, when they're doing jobs in New York City. And so it's like a recording studio, but kind of like a more compact one where it has all his stuff that he needs to get some work done. It's just not his full recording studio. So, we have the music recording station, and then I have like also the video making station in there, and lots of instruments, and just for him to get some work done whenever they are living in New York. I also have a spare bedroom, which obviously could be used for guest, quote unquote guest, or of course you can always hire a butler. These are the kind of people that would probably have a butler, or at least some kind of somebody, living there, to at least maids, but yeah, they have the option to have a butler. You have a room for it. And then the bottom floor is definitely set up for a party. So like I said earlier, I kept a pool down there. I did make it smaller though, so I could fit some other stuff down there. So I have a whole bar area. I have a huge TV. So obviously the movie watching place. And then I even put kind of like a little spa area. So there's a place to get a massage, and then also a sauna. So these guys are living in the lap of luxury, super luxurious. I even put I never use the talking toilet, because why? I don't build a lot of stuff that a talking toilet would really make sense. So I saw my opportunity and I took it. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is a build that I could see them actually having a talking toilet. So I put one in there. I also imagine these are the type of people who have like a nice kitchen and absolutely never use it. They're always going out to these nice fancy restaurants, ordering in. Maybe they have someone come cook, personal chef even. Who knows? I don't know how rich people live. Not one bit. So, I just figure they don't do a whole lot of cooking. Maybe sometimes he'll make a special dinner for his wife, but I don't imagine them using it very often. Oh, and did I mention that there are 5 bathrooms in this apartment building? Well, in this apartment unit. There's of course the powder room in the main floor. We have a bathroom in the pool area, and then also each one of these bedrooms / office has their own ensuite bathroom. So yeah, super fancy, and pretty big bathrooms too. So if you made the bathroom smaller or made one, one shared bathroom, you could probably get away with fitting in another bedroom into this apartment. I didn't feel like doing that though, because I wanted this to be a little, the bedrooms I wanted to be like a good size, and the bathrooms I wanted to be a good size, so I figured this would be more of like a single person or just a couple, not people with kids, but you could definitely make it that way if you wanted to. Building this apartment made me want to be able to have the ability to upload an entire apartment onto the gallery. It made me really, really want that. I mean, I've always really wanted that ever since apartments came out. But man, having that ability would be so nice, would it not? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I talk about it enough, they'll do something about it. Highly unlikely. But I wish they gave us the ability to upload the whole apartment up to the gallery, because it's such a pain to do it room by room, but or like one floor, because this is 3 floors. So if it's all on one floor, what I end up doing whenever I upload an apartment onto the gallery is I'll just delete like one piece of wall in between all the rooms, so it counts as all one room, so that whenever you want to download something, an apartment from the gallery, all you have to do is just download that one thing. You fit the whole thing in there at once, and then you can just, connect the walls back to each other. But when the apartment is 3 stories tall, you obviously can't do that any longer. So I just have to upload it into, like 3 different rooms is what they considered rooms. So, it's a pain. I wish you could just upload the whole thing. I don't remember. Could you do that on Sims 3? It's been so long since I tried to do that on Sims 3. There's no way that I will ever remember. But I am curious if that was ever a thing on Sims 3. So if you know, please let me know. But it would just be really nice if we could do that. I just really wish that it was a possibility. But until then, I will always just upload each floor as one whole thing. So if you want to download this, it'll be in 3 separate, I'll do it in a part 1, part 2, part 3 kind of thing. Could you imagine having your bathroom have all of these windows in it and you're just like completely exposed? I would hope that these are the type of windows that you can't really see into. Because I was debating, like, should I put curtains on these windows? It would be kind of a shame to cover these things up. I mean, that's like the best thing about this apartment really is the view. And I think that is like one of the traits of the apartment is like great view. And it really is. You can kind of see the whole city from it. And that's really, really awesome. And so I'm like, do I put curtains up on these windows? And I'm like, no, I don't think you would really. And I'm just going to pretend that, hey, they're the kind of windows you can't see into. You can see out of really great, but, no one's going to be able to, like, obviously you're really high up, so that would make things a little more difficult. But now they have these things called drones that are just, like, anyone can buy them, which you didn't really, I never really thought of whenever they came out. But I think I was watching television, and it was it was like a famous couple were getting married, and then people had drones flying in, and it's of course supposed to be like a private wedding, and people have drones flying above it taking pictures, and I'm like, wow, that adds a whole level of invasion of privacy and creepiness. And I just thought, wow, I never really thought of all the ways that drones could be super bad. Really, really not good. And yeah, so, they have drones in The Sims. Well, good thing I don't think anyone in The Sims is using them to peek into this apartment. So yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. I actually don't really use this part of San Myshuno very often, the Uptown district. It is super fancy, and I feel like it's a little unrealistic. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually really drawn to the Spice Market district and the Arts Quarter district. I feel like those are a little more realistic, and I really adore the area in the Spice Market district where that's right next to the water. I have a couple, I always tend to build, if I build in the city, I always tend to build in those lots. I really like that area. I think it seems like a real city that you would find anywhere, and so I typically build over there. But I have some builds over here. In the loft area of the Uptown, I have this crazy awesome Asian restaurant where they will cook right in front of you, and it's really fancy and kind of over the top. And so I have that build that I really love, but yeah, most of the time I am typically building in the less expensive areas. Sorry, I said in the loft area I built that Asian restaurant, not in the loft area, in the penthouse area. I, for some reason, could not think of the word penthouse. And when my brain can't think of the word, it just will throw out a random word, sometimes completely unrelated to what I'm talking about. It's not always that useful, I'll tell you what. Oh guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about this show that I've just started. It is not new by any means, but I'm kind of like late to the party on it. But it's called Black Mirror. It's a Netflix original. It is blowing my mind. I'm only on episode like 4 or 5 probably. And I gotta be honest, I have never seen any show like this. So, is it as good? Does it continue to be this good later on? I think it's gotta be. I've heard good things, but it is serious. It is blowing my mind. It's like super futuristic, and they have like technology that you think would be great, but then you realize not so great. But yeah, I'm loving it. I want to hear your opinions on it. Tell me what you think. It's good. I like it. Anyways, guys, we are pretty much finished with this build. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. To the moon and back. Yeah, that was weird and corny, but anyways, thank you again. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope to talk to you all again very soon. Bye, everybody.